Now, let's see a demo for this ion exchange process. This is a simple setup to understand the concept of ion exchange process. This contains two ion exchanger columns. One is cation exchanger and another one is anion exchanger. When the hard water is allowed to pass through this cation exchanger column, where all the cations are absorbed by this cation exchange resin, which is present inside the cation exchanger column. The cation free water is then allowed to pass through this anion exchanger column, where all the anions are absorbed by anion exchange resin, which is present inside the anion exchanger column. The outcoming water is completely free from both cations and anions. That water is called as deionized water. Once again, I will repeat the concept. When the hot water is passed through this cation exchanger column, where all the cations are absorbed by cation exchange resin, which is present inside this column, then the cation free water is allowed to pass through this anion exchanger column, where all the anions are absorbed by anion exchange resin, which is present inside this anion exchanger column. The outcoming water is completely free from both cations and anions, and that water is called as deionized water. And if we want to regenerate this cation exchanger and anion exchanger, we can do this by adding some solution. If we want to regenerate cation exchanger means we need to add dilute HCl. When we pass this dilute HCl through this cation exchanger column, all the cations which were absorbed earlier are replaced by H plus ions which is present in this dilute HCl solution. Similarly, the exhausted anion exchange resin can be regenerated by adding dilute NaOH. When we pass dilute NaOH through this anion exchanger column, all the anions which were absorbed by anion exchange resin are replaced by OH minus ion which is present in NaOH solution. So we can get cation exchange resin and anion exchange resins back by doing this regeneration process. Okay, thank you.